Humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. In those days, we really believed that to be the world's one and only truth.
So you lost your arm, and your brother, he lost his entire body. You fools committed the ultimate taboo! You attempted human transmutation, didn't you?
Aloha! Welcome to Scintillating Reviews, where we will be reviewing one of the greatest anime that is a must-watch for newcomers in the anime world, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Directed by Yasuhiro Iri and written by Hiroshi Onoji. This series was released back in 2009 following the manga storyline and events. Spoiler alert is now in effect. My husband has finally gotten me to watch the series. After attempting to watch his predecessor, 2003's release of Fullmetal Alchemist, the pacing wasn't sticking to my par, dropping the series from my watch list, but I was still interested in the story and what happened to everyone. Realizing the problem, my husband suggested with me to try Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. The pacing was a slow start, but it was bearable, and the certain events that took place in the beginning, they were able to shortcut it to get to the point as it was shown as a flashback. The story follows our main protagonists, brothers Edward and Alphonse Elric. As young brothers, their father, Hohenheim, leaves his family behind, only for giving the brothers a growing learning of alchemy and using it for the good. Sadly, their mother Tricia passes away due to natural causes, which leaves the brothers to be under the care of Pinnacle Rockbell and her granddaughter Winry Rockbell. Edward brings the idea that they can bring their mother back by performing human transmutation, which is a taboo to perform. This caused a big price for the Elric brothers. Edward loses his left leg while his younger brother Alphonse lost his entire body. The transmutation failed as it brings alive something that is unhuman. Edward does the transmutation again to attach his brother's soul into a suit of metal armor. Another price had to be paid, Edward's right arm. He receives automail prosthetics to replace his missing limbs. The brothers head to the capital city where they meet the military and Colonel Roy Mustang, who dubs Edward Elric the Fullmetal Alchemist after they become certified state alchemists. The brothers have heard of a legend of the Philosopher's Stone that could possibly give the Elric brothers their original bodies back while facing different villains. The emotion that I felt with the story is so great and insanely good. We are welcomed with great and unique characters that you can bond and relate with. By the time the series ends, you will have at least one favorite character. If not, then you didn't pay attention to this series. My husband's favorite is Edward, and I can't really blame him. He really is a funny guy. Especially when someone calls him short and he freaks out about it.
You are a tiny alchemist just like everyone said!
What's that? You brat! Say it again! Once more!
My favorite, on the contrary though, is Alphonse.
What, is it something bad?
No, it's more like awful. It will drive you insane.
Both of them together are just a comedy duo.
What's wrong with the two of you? We're all on the same side!
I've never teamed up with any freaky looking monsters!
Help us! They're pretending to be our friends so they can eat us!
We meet other characters including Riza Hawkeye, May Hughes, Roy Mustang, King Bradley, and many to list off. But with the exception of one, they are amazing characters to bond and to like. Then we have the Homunculi, that are the embodiment of the 7 deadly sins. For a quick reminder to those that don't really know the 7 sins, the sins are lust, gluttony, envy, greed, sloth, pride, and wrath. There is just a lot to cover with the characters. If you want me to touch more on them, let me know in the comments below and I'll make a separate video. I want to touch just a little bit on the 2 homunculi that I felt bad for, gluttony and envy. Okay, hear me out. I will start with gluttony. Gluttony didn't know any better. He was a child and he does what only lust and envy tells him to do. Being close to lust, Gluttony goes after Roy Mustang, who incinerated Lust to death. Gluttony was killed and brought back with a new power to go after Roy. He failed, obviously, but I feel like he did not deserve this death from pride.
No! Please don't do it, Pride!
He literally got swallowed up by pride, gifting pride with more power. I have a lot of explaining to do now. Envy is one of the sins that has done a horrible crime, and it made us adults cry our eyes out. Envy's main power is to shapeshift to whoever he wants. The trick is, he needs to make himself absolutely perfect. Unfortunately, May Hughes, every anime fan's favorite soldier, was able to see that flaw.
I'm Second Lieutenant Ross, sir. You've lost too much blood.
Drop the act already. You're not Second Lieutenant Ross. She has a mole under her left eye.
Envy uses that opportunity to turn himself into Gracia, Hughes' wife. Envy takes that opportunity, gunning him down, giving us one of the most heartbreaking scenes in the series.
Mommy, why are they putting all that dirt on Daddy?
They're burying him, dear.
But if Daddy gets buried, then he won't be able to do all his work.
Alicia.
Daddy said he has a bunch of work he needs to do. No! Stop it! Stop putting dirt on him! Daddy!
This triggered Roy, as not only was he working close with May Hughes, he was also his closest and his best friend. Finding Hughes' killer, Roy takes that opportunity to incinerate Envy with his power of flame alchemy, reducing Envy to a small green lizard creature with its mouth that resembled a sucker that a leech would have. Taking this opportunity with Edward, Roy, Hawkeye, and Scar in the same area, Envy uses this as all four of them have connections that would give them the perfect opportunity to kill each other. Instead, we get this scene.
Now I see. You're jealous. You're jealous of humans, aren't you? We humans, according to you, we're supposed to be nothing when compared to homunculi. And yet, when we're beaten down, when we stray and fall, we face the challenge again and again. Our loved ones are always there to pick us back up. And you're jealous. You envy us because of that.
That hit home to me and millions of other people that feel the same way that Envy does. Everyone has a sin that they could possibly relate to, and the one that I could relate to is envy. Envy was envious of the humans because no matter how bad life seems to be, we always have our friends and family to help us when we are down, especially now during our time of need, and Envy despised the humans for it. When Envy screeched out his cry, it made my heart break for him. He will never be forgiven that he has killed May Hughes in his most vulnerable state. He ended up destroying himself by pulling out the Philosopher's Stone from his body and smashing it, turning into dust.
Damn it! I've been humiliated! Me? Envy? Jealous of you? Of you humans? I'm a homunculus! How could this pipsqueak kid see through me? It's the ultimate humiliation!
Oh, Envy! I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you! Excuse me while I go grab tissues. This anime can grow and age well with us. We can grow to characters that we love and have fun with. An example of this is Commander Alex Armstrong. When he always sparkles, I have to yell out, "Stop sparkling!" And my husband yells out, "No!"
I think the legend of the Philosopher's Stone is built on such a terrible secret!
We're really sorry.
It's hard to stay quiet when someone like him asks you.
The music scores are exciting, and it sets the mood on what action sequence is next. I love the first and fourth opening with this series. I did my research on different endings between Fullmetal Alchemist and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I have to say that Brotherhood gives the perfect book closed story. This series has 64 episodes, and this is something I would like newcomers to see. You will laugh, you will cry, you will be thinking on how point A will go to point B. I have to give a high praise for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I would suggest giving it a watch. Thanks for watching Let's Review with Scintillating Reviews. If you want to read the full article of the review, click on the link down below. And we also have a Facebook, Twitter, and follow me on Instagram at CEMadison. Our simplest prevention is our biggest protection. Take care of yourselves and others as you practice social distancing, washing hands, and staying at home. Let's get better by starting to make our world better to reduce the spread of COVID-19. See you later on another day.